baby. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Here's your lunch.
Yeah, alright, chilly in here. More babies. Eating away, huh?
Hungry. It's important to lift these up so they don't get air in the stomach.
Yep.
Because you don't want them to have upset tummies.
Yep. The morning babies having their morning feeding.
Hey. The little babies.
Feeding baby goats is fun. He's already done?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
She hungry.
Oh, that wind is whipping.
Jude, what do you want from me?
Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Good morning, guys. Rick at Healing Field Farm, day 41 of our 100-day homestead challenge. It's snowing, and I'm really sick of the snow. So as you can see, it rained pretty good last night, and then it switched early this morning. And not gonna get a lot done outside, I don't think. I think we're gonna plant some seeds today. I was really hoping we wouldn't get it, but it is what it is. Feed the chickens real quick. It's a little chilly today. Morning, Luke Skyhopper. Hello. Hello. Yeah, what a good. All right. Yep, it is snowy. Hello, chickens. I hear you. Good morning. Oh, you guys made a mess. Spilled the water. That's great. Look out. Oh. A lift. I'll fill you up in a minute. Fill you up in a minute. Oh. Should be real quick. I'll grab him some water here in a second. I can't do it with the camera. So yeah. So we got snow, and it won't stick around. It'll be gone by tomorrow. I don't think it's really supposed to accumulate much. Just barely spitting. So I did get some more work done in the pond area last night. Spent a couple hours shoveling. We got this area in here shoveled out a little more. Did some over there. That shale really is tough though. But we're gaining. We're basically gonna come around this way and then just dig this section out, and we're gonna call it good. So overall it'll only probably be about 3 feet deep altogether, but that'll still hold quite a lot of water for this size area. And then as long as I can get it to hold water, then we should have a pretty good water source for the garden and the animals. And I'm sure the dogs will jump in there too. So, especially Willow. But so I don't know if I'll get any work on that today, where it's snowing and cold and miserable. But we will go down the greenhouse. We're gonna get some plants, seeds started. I'm gonna have my son help me because he has never done that before, and he needs to learn all this stuff. So I'm gonna go get him, and then get our materials, and we'll head down to the greenhouse here in a minute. Got my son. We're down the greenhouse. It's about 15-20 degrees warmer in here than it is outside, so it is holding heat pretty well. And This is Tristan's first time starting seeds, so I'm going to show him how, because it's important that, you know, we're teaching our kids these skills, and you know, they can carry this on in the next generation, hopefully. So just like last time, you know, we're using these Dollar Tree tin trays. We poke the holes in them so that they'll drain. You know, a lot cheaper than the plastic ones. So we'll get years of use out of these, and then you know, we can recycle them. And then they come with the plastic covers that will can go on top if we need to keep them warm. So we're going to do some cucumbers, some more cucumbers, some romas,
Watermelon.
cherry tomatoes. We'll start some cantaloupe, some more squash, some more cherry tomatoes, some dark green squash. Keep going. Some beefsteak. And some pumpkin, and we're going to start some watermelon too. Kind of changing between snow and freezing rain, back and forth. A lot of the snow is actually melted that was out this morning, so it has warmed up a little bit, but hasn't decided what it wants to do. Alright, you good? Alright. Now, we're going to start here. I'm going to do this, okay? Really easy. I'll do this first one for you. Okay. The seeds. Okay. A bunch in there. Spread them around. Yep. Spread them around. You don't want them all in the same spot. Okay. I should use a bigger tray for this one, but alright. So you can go ahead and start on that cantaloupe one right here. I'll take that. Sweet. Hold it over the tray.
There you go.
Spread them around. Remember which one's which. Okay? Next one?
You want to do it?
No, you can. So we, you know, planted a bunch of stuff almost 2 weeks ago, and then we're doing this batch. Our goal is to have a steady supply of plants, not only for the garden, but also the farm stand once we get that up. And then we can sell some plants there. There's nowhere up here around us that sells plants, so I mean we're in a prime location. We can put in a little farm stand. You know, we're not going to make tons of money off it, but it help the community. They don't have to travel half an hour to get plants. You know, a lot of people up here do start their own, but a lot of people also buy them. So we get the basics like tomatoes and cucumbers and some pumpkins and stuff like that, squash, you know, here, and then people can buy them, and they don't have to travel half hour, 45 minutes to get their plants. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. All right, so we're gonna cover, careful. All right. We'll cover these ones up, and then we'll get them off the table so you get some room.
Watermelons in. Oh, these got wet.
That's all right. They're gonna get wet once they're in the dirt.
Oh yeah, but the package is wet. Holy! Pretty good.
These over down here. Give them some water.
Where are these underneath?
Lettuce and kale. Help you with some of these. We really only grow 3 kinds of tomatoes. We do like a big boy or a beefsteak, you know, a good like burger or sandwich tomato. And we do Roma because of sauces. And then we do a cherry tomato. So we don't get overly into all the different kinds. I know there's tons and tons out there, but you know, we try to keep it simple. We don't need tons and tons and tons of random tomatoes. So
Watermelons are done.
and we're really just, you know, going on a small scale this year. And if I had my way, I'd have a, you know, 40-foot hoop house, and that thing would be full. But we're starting small. We're not overdoing it. We don't want to get in over our heads. And then, you know, at the same time, with us starting to sell plants, it gives us a good indicator of what we'll sell, what won't. You know, this first year, I'd rather not have enough than have too many, and really get a good judge of, you know, what the community will want and need. That can be kind of a catch-22 sometimes, because you'll lose business. You don't have what the people want if you're selling the plants or the produce, but you can't always know everything either, and it takes a few years to really get a good system in place and a strategy. You can't just necessarily plant 300 cucumbers and think you're going to sell them all. Maybe you will, but it takes time to really learn your community and your inventory and all that. So it's another reason why we're not overdoing it.
Any more dirt?
Alright. Where's that jar go? Oh, get it.
These watermelons are done.
Okay.
I think this is squash.
Yeah.
Mix it around. Sick baby.
Good.
There's one batch of tomatoes.
There you go. Good job. This one's all set too.
This one's done, actually.
You need a little more dirt in this one. You want at least like an inch of dirt on the bottom. And then you gotta have some room to build some roof through. Yeah, we're gonna do those in the raised beds here in another week or two. Couple weeks. Alright, that. Alright, that dirt can go back in the corner. Okay, so we got 10 more trays planted. Tomatoes, some squash, some more cucumbers, some pumpkins, some watermelon. None of the tomatoes we planted a couple weeks ago have come up yet. The squash is starting to come up. This is so wet. It's dripping. The greenhouse seems to be leaking here and there a little bit, making a couple of these trays wetter than they need to be. So there's always something with this greenhouse. But there. Yeah, we got more cucumbers starting to come up. A couple little squash in here. Oh, those are pumpkins, my bad. Zucchini's coming up. And we got some Brussels sprouts, some broccoli, lettuce, kale. A couple different kinds of lettuce, spinach. So that's all coming up. The tomatoes will come. They're just slow, but they'll come. So yeah, so this is day 41 of our 100-day homestead challenge. Tristan learned how to start some seeds. Did you learn anything?
I learned how to plant.
There you go. You learned how to plant. That's really, a good life skill that everyone should know. So simple, easy to do. We did get a comment yesterday on one of the videos requesting that we kind of do a tour of the land and how it's all set up and ties in together. So we will try to do that tomorrow because it's snowing and raining. It just makes it a little tough because the camera ends up wet the entire time. So we will try to do that tomorrow. We'll give you a good first person kind of look at, you know, how the farm's set up and where everything is in relation. So we'll do that. But other than that, I think we're going to go dry off because our feet are a little bit wet from the grass outside. And then I don't know if this is going to taper off at some point. It's supposed to snow all day, it said, but it is pretty chilly out, so hopefully it'll warm back up. I know tomorrow's supposed to be much better. So we will go from there. We will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.